Good morning, friends. Welcome in Anthro NET-JRF Academy. Let us start to solve UGC NET Jan 2025 Anthropology question paper. The first question is Provender produce many more yam than they were able to consume in order to. Actually, producing a yam, Provender society producing a yam. Let's see the options: performing magic, display them to neighbor, fulfillment obligation to lineage, display them to family members. The correct option is display them to neighbor. Correct option is second. This is a visible aspect of Trovinder society. Visible aspect of Trovinder society. Trovinder society, and they maintaining social order and wealth and power. They maintaining wealth, power, social order. So correct option is 2. Let's move on the next question. The traditional writing material before the discovery of paper were stone, clay and papyrus. And traditional writing material before the discovery of paper, stone, clay and papyrus. And we have to fill the cloth, metal, parchment and wood. Before the discovery of paper, the correct option is parchment. Correct option is 3. Early writing material is animal and plant. Animal and plant. Plant, they include birch bark and palm leaf. Birch bark and palm leaf. Palm leaf. It's a part of India. Parchment is generic term, is a vellum. Parchment is a generic term, and we can arrange, sometimes in examinations they ask the chronology. So first we can use the order of increasing order. First people are using animal skin, and then they using papyrus. This one is papyrus, and then people start using clay, then stone, then they start using paper and then metal. This is a chronology which I found during my reading of book. An animal skin is called parchment. Is a generic term, parchment, for using animal skin. And the some others term is also used for early society is called vellum. They use vellum for delicate skin like calf, kids and lamb. Delicate skin like lamb. Okay, let's move on the next question. Oh, good question. Which of the following anthropologists first explain the origin of Gothul system, a youth dormitory practices? Okay, the option is T.C. Das, S.C. Das, Warrior Ilvin and D.N. Mazumdar. So correct option is Warrior Ilvin. We know Warrior Ilvin was a study in central India, and Gothul is related to Maurya tribe. Ghotul is a youth dormitory, tribal youth dormitory. Tribal youth dormitories. Tribal youth dormitories is found in central India. It's a part of central India. And the Maurya and their Ghotul. He wrote one book. Is called. The book was the Maurya and Ghotul. In this book, he mentioned about youth dormitory Ghotul system. The book period was 1947. Sometime in UGC NET exam, they ask the chronology of Warrior Elvin book. The first book he wrote in 1937, Bega. And second book, what was the name? Second book was 1943, Agaria. And third book he wrote, Maria and their Ghotul, 1947. Maria and Ghotul, already mentioned 1947. And in the next book, The Religion of Swara, 1955, The Religion of Swara. So the last book he wrote, in most of the chronological case we can mentions Philosophy of Nefa. The Philosophy of Nefa. Philosophy of Nefa. In chronological sequence, Nefa. NEPA, Nefa. North East Frontier State, या जो भी बोलेंगे, 1957 में he wrote this book. And Warrior Elvin gave isolation approach for tribal people. He gave isolation approach for tribal people. He gave philosophy of national park. And against Warrior Elvin, the famous anthropologist G.S. Gurye, he gave assimilation approach for tribal people. So let's move on the next question. Which of the following statement about secular trend in growth are correct? So can be studied during the cross-sectional design. Result of the better nutrition. Result of reduction in the impact of disease during infancy and childhood. It evidence emerged from the migration studies. Actually, according to these options, it might be incorrect because they mention stress word. But in our IGNO book, this line is as it is mentioned. They mention as it is. So it might be picked by IGNO book. So in case of this option is correct, and UGC NET also declared this option is correct. The result of better nutrition, yes, secular trend growth is a result of better nutrition, and result of reduction in the impact of disease during the infancy and childhood. This is not a part of secular growth trend. So we can eliminate option C. We have already option A and B is already correct. So it is the evidence of emerge for the migration study. Yes, A, B, D option is correct. So correct option is 4. Let's move on the next question. If you want to detail a study of any topic and any of the questions, and let me know in the comments, and what you want in upcoming video, please let me know in the comment section. It's a very helpful and very helpful for examination purpose. According to Borody, Pierre Borodi. I am pronouncing Borodi. Whatever you want, you can pronounce. The notion that describe how society managed to shape an individual strategy is referred to practice, communitas, habits, and the cultural practices. Basically, is a Pierre Borodi is a mention a habitus. Habitus are habitus is a gained habit. It's a what they mention. What is a habitus? It's a gain habit. It's a gain habit. Gain habits, skills, and dispositions that individual acquire. Disposition that individual require. Their life experience and the shape of how people perceive their react how they perceive knowledge and react to the world around them, all these is called a part of habitus. So this concept is given by Pierre Bourdieu. My writing is not that much of good, so just listen and learn. Let's move on the next question. The variability in the phenotypic value genotype and environmental values are not independent of the each other can be estimated by. Actually this question is came from unit 4th environmental rule and regulations. In unit 4 mention environmental. So here option is Vp is equals to Vg minus Ve, Vp equals to Vg plus Ve plus 2 CO and Vge, Vp equals to Vg plus Ve, and Vp equals to Vg plus Ve and Vg into Ve. So according to these options, we have a correct option is 2. So Vp equals to total phenotypic variance. Vp equals to total phenotypic variance. Total phenotypic variance, and Vg equals to genotypic variance. Vg equals to genotypic variance, and Ve equals to environmental variance, and Ve equals to environmental variance. It's not a independent. It's not a independent. It's a dependent factor. And cov z equals to twice the covariance between genetic and environment. Cov equals to twice the covariance. Twice the covariance between genetic and environment. Sorry, genetic and environment hoga. Okay, so correct option is 2. So let's move on the next question. In Indian geo-environmental archaeologist, actually UGC NET declare this correct option is 1 HD Sankalia, and Bibilal Basu, SR Rao, and SN Rajguru. Actually the correct option is SN Rao. SN Rao. Correct option is 4. SN Rao was environmental archaeologist, no environmental archaeologist. And some other, basically SN Rao is related to Tilvi Singvi Talao. Singvi Talao. This is one of the site in Rajasthan. He is study of Singvi Talao along with V.N. Mishra, and he is study of environmental factor. Environmental factor. And basically he revisits study related to this sites. Let's move on the next question. Again, the question is related to human DNA research. Which of the following statement about ancient human DNA research are correct? First one is Svante Pabo is a pioneer in ancient DNA research. Svante Pabo was a very famous personality in anthropology. He was paleoanthropologist, and also he was 2023 Nobel laureate. And the most of the important challenge in ancient DNA research is contaminated with environmental DNA. Both are absolutely right. And comprises the quality and quantity of DNA for research. Yes, this one is right. And the next one is the protocol for DNA extraction in ancient DNA and the modern human DNA is always the same. Oh, always is a stress word. Always the same is a stress word. And in these situations, these option is not correct. Correct option is A, B, and C. Correct option is 4. Let's move on the next question. The study of past way of thought, meaning the symbol is called. Okay. The question is the study of past way of thought, meaning and symbol is called. In basically, the option is experimental archaeology, cognitive archaeology, geoarchaeology, and zooarchaeology. Yesterday, we learned about experimental archaeology. Experimental archaeology is refine theory, refine theory, and find inaccuracy in research process. That is called experimental archaeology. But cognitive archaeology is directly related to thought. Cognition is directly related to thought. So correct option is cognitive archaeology. Some special personality is related to cognitive archaeology is called. First one is C. Renfrew. Let's see who is the related with C. Renfrew. C. Renfrew. Sometimes UGC NET exam give this in matching sections. And Frederick Cooley. Frederick Cooley. And next one is Merlin Donald. And Thomas Winnie. This is related to cognitive archaeology. Cognitive archaeology is criticized for using the sample of wired. They criticize the using of sample of wired. What is a wired? WEIRD. WEIRD. W any Western educations industrialize rich and democratic basically these people criticize using for wired samples. And the evolutionary archaeology is understanding the human cognition and they are basically focus on the symbolic structure. Okay, let's move on the next question. Very important questions. The question is the Neolithic cultural evidence of northern India is known for. The Neolithic culture evidence for northern India is known as. In our syllabus there were two northeast site is mentioned. Look at the options. Imamgaon, Navdatoli, Chandoli, and second is Navdatoli, and last one is Sarutaru. Correct option is Sarutaru. In our syllabus there were two sites mentioned is north. Sometimes they ask to chronology, arrange in west to east or east to west. So northeast side there were two sites mentioned. First one is Dauzali, Dauzali Harding, which one discovered by T.C. Sharma and Goswami. T.C. Sharma and Goswami. And the other important is Sartaru. Sartaru या Sarutaru. Sartaru. Sartaru is a site northeastern Neolithic site, and basically the important character of these two sites is mentioned. First one is they are agricultural artifact were found there, and second one is a very important code code mark code marked pottery found. Code mark pottery found. This is an important part of Sarutaru. So, and these three sites, look at here. It's a very important because many times UGC NET ask this site. Imamgaon, Chandoli, and this site is a Chalcolithic site. And now the Toli. Imamgaon, Chandoli is situated into Chandoli is the site of Madhya Pradesh. If I am right, Chandoli, yes, Chandoli is a site of Madhya Pradesh. No, Imamgaon site is Imamgaon, Chandoli, or Daimabad. This site of Maharashtra. And Navdatoli is a site of MP. Sartaru is a northeast Assam. So correct option is for northeastern side. Let's move on the next question. The contrast between alliance theory and descent theory was first offered by. Okay, this is question number 61. Okay, the contrast between alliance theory and descent theory was first opened by Ehrlich, Mayer Fortis, Al Dumont, Louis Dumont, A.R. Radcliffe Brown. The correct option is Louis Dumont. Basically, when Louis Dumont came in India, he was not a Indian. When he came in India, he started a study of caste system, and according to based of their alliance and kinship system, and he was a first man, or he was a first anthropologist who criticized, who create constructs between uh, alliance theory and descent theory. He was Louis Dumont. And the important concept given by Louis Dumont was binary opposition, binary opposition, binary opposition, purity and pollution, purity and pollution, purity and pollution, purity and pollutions, binary oppositions, purity and pollution. Yesterday we learned about, I taught you purity and pollution. He wrote one book, Nature Symbol, Nature Symbol in 1970. In this book, he mentioned about purity and pollutions, and he was Indologist, structuralist, ideologist, cognitive historian. So many ideas he used in their work. The first book was written by Louis Dumont was La Trasky. Sometimes in examinations mm, they ask the chronology. First book was written by Louis Dumont was Law La Terrask. जो भी प्रोनाउंस करते हैं आई डोंट नो. Terrask you pronounce according to you. 1951. And second book was written. Book was the first book. Second book was Organization of Social and Religion. In this book, he was starting for study in southern India. Organizational, social, and religion. Organization, social, and religions in basically he was a study. Sometimes they ask the Louis Dumont related to which one tribe is Paramalai Kannar. Paramalai Kalar tribe 1957. And Hierarchy and Marriage and Alliance. This book very important. Hierarchy and Marriage Alliance. In this book he study this theory. It was a time period of 1957. He inspired by Levi Strauss. The alliance theory was given by Levi Strauss. Levi Strauss. Okay. So, and one important other book he gives is Homo Equalis. Homo Equalis, whatever the spelling, 1977. And okay, he was a he was a sociologist, and because of he was a study of society perspective, that Louis Dumont is very important in anthropology. So let's move on the next question. Oh, matching one and second. We have to match list one to list second. Very good questions. Actually, this was first one is a tribe and related to their economy. Okay. First one is Riang, Chenchu, Guzar, and Ho. Riang, plain agriculture, jhum cultivation, pastoral. I want tribes I know. Bakkarwal, Gujjar Bakkarwal. Gujjar Bakkarwal was basically related to UK, and UK it means Uttarakhand, and they are pastoral tribe. They are pastoral tribe. So I am easily find out the answer of these questions. C third. Okay, and home. Let's see the other options. Riang. Riang is follow jhum cultivations. Let's see why Riang is follow jhum cultivations. And Chenchu. Chenchu was hunter and gatherer tribes. And Ho. We have only options plain agriculture. Plain agricultural. Let's see. Basically, Ho tribe is belong to Jharkhand and Bihar region. They follow subsistence farming. Meaning of subsistence farming is plain agriculture. Plain agriculture patterns. And the Riang was found in basically Riang tribes is found in Tripura. Riang found in Tripura, if I am right. Tripura. Riang is also categorized under PVTG, particular vulnerable tribal group. PVTG, and he was found in Tripura. Riang is found in Tripura, and he followed jhum cultivation because they are primitive tribes, and most of the primitive tribes is follow jhum cultivations. And Bakkarwal Gujjar, we already know they are belonging to UK, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, and Jammu Kashmir. And most of the examinations, when they ask specifically, we have to mention Gujjar with Himachal Pradesh, and they are found in hilly regions. So basically, they are pastoral, and most of the time they rearing of animal. And Bakkarwal is related to Jammu Kashmir, so correct option is 1. Let's move on the next question. What is the next question? I think video is going too long. Okay, no issue. Choose the correct statement in association with epigenetics. Okay, the very interesting concept in it's basically belong to unit 3rd and unit 10th of our syllabus, epigenetics. The first one is epigenetics modification does not change the gene code. Doesn't change the gene code. Second is DNA methylation is a type of epigenetic mechanism. DNA methylation. Epigenetic modification change the gene expression. Genetic mutation is a process of epigenetic mechanism. Genetic mutation is a process of epigenetic mechanism. Histone modification is a type of epigenetic mechanism. Whatever I learned, whatever I know about epigenetics, basically epigenetics is a reversible and a heritable chemical method. It's a reversible and heritable chemical method. Chemical method. There were two methods we can use in epigenetics. First one is DNA methylation. First one is DNA methylation. It's the post-translation modification of histone protein. Post-translation modification of histone protein. Histone protein. Basically, so it's a long process, and this process is increased transcription. This process is increased transcriptions. This is the first process of epigenetics, and second one is histone modifications. Histone modification. Second one is histone modification. This is also a post translation process, and in this process they were different types of the medium is used, like hat and so many other medium they use, and but they doesn't change their code, genetic code. Okay, so in this, second option is correct if we know the process of epigenetics, and e b and e is totally correct. So b and e, so we can eliminate these options, b and e. So we can b and e and b and e. So let's see the correct options. The genetic mutations, जब भी म्यूटेशन होता है तो जेनेटिक कोड चेंज हो जाते हैं. अगर जेनेटिक कोड चेंज होंगे तो वो हमारा ईपीजेनेटिक्स का पार्ट नहीं होगा. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन ईपीजेनेटिक्स का पार्ट नहीं होता. वी कैन इजिली एलिमिनेट डी. द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज 2 A, B, C and E. Epigenetic modification change the gene expressions. Obviously जीन एक्सप्रेशन तो चेंज होता है, बट उसके कोड चेंज नहीं होते. सो लेट्स मूव ऑन द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? Okay, very interesting question and very repetitive question in UGC NET anthropology and sociology exam. The gift. Moss outline is the following obligation that claim the characterize the exchange of gift. First one is the obligation to remember, the obligation to return, the obligation to receive, the obligation to give, the obligation to exchange. Let's see. The gift is a popularized reciprocity. First, the gift was a book. The gift was a book. This book was written by the gift. The gift was book written in 1925 by Marshall Moss. And in this book he gave 3 types of obligation. First one is obligation to give. Second one is obligation to receive. Third one is obligation to receive, obligation to reciprocate. Basically, why he give 3 types of these people who following these 3 type of the obligations, they basically, it's a create ideal bond and optimal behavior. They optimize their social and optimal behavior. The best example is Putlus and Kula. Yesterday we learned about Kula, Mawali and Bagh. Mawali was clockwise direction, and Putlus is followed by North American Society, and Kula was followed by Trobindan Iceland society. This is a this system, and this is a correct option. Let's see the correct option. Give, obligation to give, obligation to receive, रिमेंबर जैसा तो कोई ऑप्शन होता ही नहीं है इसमें, तो ए को एलिमिनेट कर देंगे. सो वी हैव सी एंड डी. ओके, तो वी हैव टू ऑप्शंस. ऑब्लिगेशन टू रिटर्न, obligation to reciprocate or return, obligation to reciprocate or return. So now we are able to find out these B, C and D. obligation to exchange जैसे भी कोई ऑप्शन नहीं होता, तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज 4. Let's move on the next question. Arrange the father of Smith like. Okay, we will see in the next class, an upcoming class. If you really this if this video is really helpful for your examinations purpose, please like, subscribe and share this channel, and thanks for watching.